It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor, in case you didn't know, that's icydk.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices and the World Wide Web. Before we get started, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and so hit the notification bell so you don't miss one video. Let's go. We're going to start it off with our girl Janet Jackson. First, let's get on Tom Brady. Tom Brady made this comment, since we're in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady says that Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction in the 2004 Super Bowl was probably a good thing for the NFL. It was more publicity. Tom Brady, you are a dingbat for making that sort of comment. Do you know how much Janet Jackson lost? Do you know how much she had to pay in her career? You know, her reputation. She got blacklisted, blackballed, and you said it was probably a good thing for the NFL. You know, Tom Brady, to be such a smart, to be the GOAT in football, you act like an airhead sometimes. And that was an airhead thing to say. There was nothing about that performance that was a good thing. Now, the Grammys wanted to honor Janet Jackson in a big way last weekend, but according to TMZ, they learned that the talks fizzled out a discussion on how to address the way CBS treated Janet Jackson after the Super Bowl performance. So what this is they wanted to give her this Heritage Award, but Janet Jackson, according to sources, refused to accept the award, all right? It was the Global Impact Award. She refused to accept it because CBS refused to apologize for the way they mistreated her in the past. So because they would not accept responsibility for the way they treated Janet, Janet said, "To hell with you and your award." These were the same award they gave out to when they honored Lil Wayne and honored Missy Elliott. So I don't know whether Lil Wayne got Janet's award or whether they both were scheduled to both get an award. But shout out to Miss Jackson for holding her ground. You know, they've been doing Michael and Janet dirty for 25, 30 years. So, shout out to Janet Jackson. We have to treat this queen better while she's still here. It's a shame. Wow, I would love to see more black people caping for people like Janet Jackson instead of the people that they cape for. All right, because Janet Jackson's always been for us. Moving on to Drizzy Drake. So Drake will not have to sit for a deposition. It was decided by a judge. His motion to dismiss, so he would not have to sit. Drake's lawyer put in a motion to dismiss this deposition where he would not have to sit for it because he says he cannot add anything of any relevance to the case. The judge agreed, and so Drake is pretty much off the hook. A lot of people are online complaining, saying, "Oh, Drake gets away with everything. It's only because he's half white, and the other because he's half Jewish." Duh. I mean, first of all, it's a long shot anyway. If you to get someone to sit for a deposition that you're trying to put, trying to attach him to a murder, you have to have serious evidence. And, just a bunch of words on record, that's not enough. That's not enough. So, you don't want to put in a position where someone who's as successful as Drake or someone who is a world-renowned superstar, you're putting him or you're trying to pin a murder on him that he did have nothing to do with. Now, I will say, moving forward, Drake, you got to be a little bit more smart with what you say because words are powerful. Remember that. Words are powerful. So I'm glad that he didn't have to sit for this deposition. I really didn't never believe had anything to do with it. But Drake, moving forward, bro, you better watch what you say and get away from from that Prince family. I'm telling you. That will make things a lot easier for you and take a lot off your shoulders. Stay away from Jay Prince. Go from Rihanna's ex-man to Rihanna's current man, ASAP Rocky. Now, ASAP, you got to be careful because you're going to be seeing the women coming for you, hopping in your DMs even more so now. Now that they know that you and Rihanna got a second baby on the way and you're pretty much going to be there for a while, now here comes all the other thoughts. Here go Olivia Wilde. If I thought he was hot before this really put me over the edge. And she was referring to ASAP filming Rihanna when she was performing. Now a whole lot of women is coming out trying to shoot their shot at ASAP Rocky. Look at here. Look at Roseanne Barr. When you get tired of Rihanna, hit me up. You know, I've been seeing a lot of people commenting about, oh, how attractive ASAP is now, and ASAP Rocky pulled Rihanna, so he must have something. You know, I saw Olivia Olivia Nunn, she made a comment about ASAP Rocky. I'm seeing a whole bunch of Instagram models. Oh, ASAP Rocky makes beautiful kids. I'm next. You know, so you're gonna see. Do not be surprised if you don't see some sort of model, especially now, like I said, that ASAP and Rihanna are having another child together. You watch. Here come the rumors. You're gonna see people coming, you know, from the woodworks. Oh, ASAP wasn't involved with me. He came overseas to see me. Just like how they tried to do before. So just be careful, ASAP Rocky. Don't you lose Rihanna. Don't fumble that bag like Drake did. Moving on to the girl T Swizzle, Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift was the highest paid female entertainer of 2022. She made $92 million according to Forbes. She was the only actually woman to make that list in 2022. So Taylor Swift, as we said, no wonder she could sit there and smile and I mean Taylor's a good person all around anyway, from what I've heard from people in the industry. But no wonder she could say, you know, I'll let someone else win this one. 92 million she made. Now on the list she comes in at 9. Genesis, Sting, Tyler Perry, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, James Brooks and Matt Groening, Brad Pitt, 6, Rolling Stone, James Cameron, Taylor Swift, and Bad Bunny finishing out the list. So congratulations to T Swizzle, still doing it. And she's coming back around this year. She's going to be remaking 2 more of her albums. And moving on to Damar Hamlin. So it's been a lot of talk on the internet about Damar Hamlin. So remember they had that crazy conspiracy theory that Damar died on the field and the NFL was covering up and this, that, and the third. So he shows up at the Super Bowl, and this is the jacket he had on. All right? This is the jacket he had on. Now, Adrian Peterson, former running back of the Minnesota Vikings, did not take that very kindly. He said, when he saw the jacket, he said, brother, you should be thanking God for saving your life. This jacket you have on is blasphemous. All right? And a lot of people were saying that, you know, Damar Hamlin is now showing you like Masonic and Illuminati signs and stuff like that. Remember, they were saying before that they didn't think that this guy was him. I mean, this is obviously him. Guy still sounds just like the guy before the accident and looks just like him. The guy is him. You people need to get off those conspiracy theories. I mean, I love conspiracy theories, and some of them work. But, you know, this one, let's pump the brakes on this one. This one, I'm not going to buy. You know, you take a guy, Damar Hamlin, who wasn't a star or anything, and now you're saying, oh, I'm hearing people saying, oh, he just had his this attack a couple of weeks ago and he's already up. Well, why don't you do some research on that, on the injury he had? Remember, the injury he had was really just from quick, blunt trauma, trauma to his heart. That's what that was. It's not like a lot of people, you have to look up the recovery time for that. And it's not like he got out the hospital and he's playing football again. He's not playing football. But that has nothing to do with this. This jacket that he's wearing, and people were talking about when he tweeted, his first tweet was OMFG. And then you have people analyzing who gets out of the hospital and the first thing they tweet is OMFG. They be saying, thank God, or, I mean, people are going to think the way they want to think. But I agree with Adrian Peterson with this jacket. I don't think that's appropriate to be wearing. Now, I know the designer came out and said something that he's explaining that what it was, what have you, but Damar Hamlin, from what I've seen, haven't said anything. But I do agree with Adrian Peterson. That jacket's a little weird, with the figure on the cross, whatever. I don't think I would have worn that, but hey, it's to each his own. But as far as everything else goes, I mean, again, conspiracy theories, some of them work, and some of them have you thinking, but this one, I think you guys should pump the brakes on. That is Damar Hamlin. So we're having Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.